Hello everyone. Sorry, it is Jackie with Pocket of Preschool, and today I am going to show you the brand new All About Habitats science unit. It's part of the Little Learner Science curriculum, and if you want to grab it, go to the top of this post and you can grab it from TPT. If you own the Little Learner Science bundle, go ahead and download that again, and this will be there. Or if you own the curriculum, like the big giant curriculum with all the things, it is there as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you it in action, and then we'll do a quick Q&A at the end. But if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments and let me know. So one thing about this science pack, so it's all about habitats. So it includes desert, rainforest, ocean, savanna, and polar regions. So like you can use it with a zoo theme, and maybe you want to talk about a habitat each week. If you're doing it for a couple weeks, maybe you're going to talk about rainforest for a week, and the next week you want to talk about deserts, and then the next week you want to talk about oceans. You can do it that way, or if maybe you're doing a separate ocean theme, you can put this in your science center. Or if you're doing a polar animals unit in like the winter, you can plop the polar regions unit in your science center. Or maybe you just do a rainforest unit or a rainforest theme, or maybe you just do a desert theme. You can definitely use it in pieces, or you can use it all together. It is totally up to you. So let me flip it around and kind of show you all the things. Ready? So for each habitat, I have a science center setup and an anchor chart for you to do with your kiddos. So for the science table setup, as always, there are vocabulary cards, and this pack has a lot of vocabulary cards. That way there's some specific to each habitat. Each habitat has a fun fact page. That way we're making sure we're telling the kiddos the correct facts. And then there is a sorting activity with each pack. So these are the sorting cards for the savanna, and then I also put in the sorting cards for polar region, so that way they can sort if the animal is in a savanna or not in a savanna. And it's kind of self-checking because each habitat kind of is a color. So like the border is orange, the text is orange, so you can kind of keep them together that way. And there is a recording page, and then each habitat also has a little book. You can make them into a book, or you can have them just in your center, but real photograph animal cards of the animals in each habitat, and then I paired that with little plastic figures so they can match them up and talk about like how many legs, how many, do they have ears, do they have tails, what is their texture on their skin, like what is their pattern, things like that. And then I have a poster of each habitat, and then this is another option for the sorting board. So I took these cards and I just printed them 2 to a page, and I printed the savanna poster 2 to a page, and then I just put Velcro dots on them. So if you had, let's say, you wanted them to sort if it was in a savanna or a rainforest, you could put out both of these, and they could sort if it is a savanna or a rainforest. But I just put these on little Velcro dots. So, the polka dot, so that's the Velcro dot. Somebody was wondering if it was like a background, but that is actually just, it's hard to pull these off with one hand. It's just the Velcro dot. So yeah. And then all the directions for everything I'm telling you is in the pack. And then there is a STEM challenge because we want to make it hands-on, so they have to build the habitat. So they can use the animals you have out, and they can build the habitat. And then like savannas have watering holes, they have tall grasses, a few trees, and animals. So I just put out some sticks, some little rocks, leaves, gems, and then felt. So like they can pretend this is the grass, and they can build a little habitat on the table and put the animals in it. So kind of a little STEM challenge. And then this is the savanna anchor chart, so you can do this during your read aloud. And then to make it fun, you can draw like the grass on the background, and then there are these little rock principles for the Savannah anchor chart, and that way you're kind of giving them a visual what the habitat looks like on the anchor chart as well, because we know our kiddos can't read, but it's still important to record their ideas. So that one, this table is set up for Savannah. So let me show you a couple of the other habitats. Oh, and there is the read aloud for this is called All About Habitats, and it goes through each habitat. All right. So here is the oceans habitat. Oceans goodies. So like I said, like here is the fun fact page, the little animal book, and then there is the big poster, or again, you can make it into a little sorting board. There are the little sorting cards, and then the Build Ocean Challenge card. Here's the rainforest. So we have the Rainforest STEM Challenge, sorting board, full page poster, and you can make it again into a little sorting board with the fun fact page and the animal book. And you can put all of these in a big book and combine them. And I did put in the corner what habitat the animal is, in case you wanted to combine them or in case they get mixed up or something. Here is the desert. So we got the desert animals, the fun facts page, and again, the full page poster. Oh, sorry, that one, sorry. And then we have the sorting cards, and then you can make it small, and then the STEM challenge. Oh, and I forgot to tell you too, the STEM challenge does have a recording page with it as well. And there are two options. One that has no space, kind of like just big, huge spot. And then another one has a place for the students to write about their habitat they made. Here's the polar regions, and I did polar region, that way if you want to talk about north and south poles, how they're both polar regions, but different poles have different animals. And then here's the small sorting card. Again, the polar regions I had on the table. Sorry. So there are those sorting cards. And then the fun facts page. And you can also put out different felt squares based on the habitat. So, or for your STEM challenge. So maybe put out some like cotton balls or white pom-poms for snow, and then put out some felt squares, white ones or silver ones for some ice and snow. Oops, I'm sticking to the ground. And then here are the anchor charts. So for the polar region, and I give you guys directions, and just know that I am not an artist. I literally just drew lines, and then the little ice or the little paper templates make it look so much better than what it does. So the polar regions has the little ice. The desert has a little sand dune. The rainforest, I just made kind of like a treetop, and they have leaves. And then the ocean, it has little shells. And these are kind of what the paper pieces look like, and these are just some of the extra ones I had left over. And then our general habitat journal pages, as well as a note home. And if you have a small center, there are directions on how to print everything in this pack smaller. So like this is the read aloud printed half size. There are headers for your bulletin board, and you can do all about habitats, or you can do it specific. So rainforest, desert, savannas, oceans, polar regions. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you, these are the recording pages for the anchor charts, so they kind of match. So that goes with the anchor charts. If you want more nonfiction books, I do suggest some. And I do, again, all the books in the science series that I suggest, I always make sure I have them to make sure they're appropriate. So like this one is a little Pebble series, super simple text, great photos. This one's a Pebble Plus. You guys know I love Pebble series books. This one I think is just the older series, honestly. This one's just a little bit newer. And then this was a Scholastic series that I love. It's hidden in the snow, hidden in the sand. But yeah, and then here's some of the other vocabulary cards. As you can see, they match some of the other habitats. Sorry, I'm probably gonna make you guys dizzy. I'm gonna turn all the way around. There are labels included. I forgot to laminate them because I actually ran out of my plastic tubs I put my science units in. And then here is the actual science pack. I put it in a book ring, and you can put it in a binder. And binder spines will be coming. I have one more science unit to do, and then I'm going to go back and add binder spines to all the units. But you can see there's lots of teacher information. I'll tell you about this in just a second, but it has each habitat table set up, super helpful direction pages, but it tells you how to do all the things and make all the different pieces if you want. So you are not left hanging out to dry and all on your own. Like, I'm here to help, friends. I'm here to, oh, that one wasn't in the book ring. I'm here to help. But you can also, and this is in the book, hold on, let me open it. So you can also do, and I've done this before, so I have, at the end of our unit, after, I used to do a 5-week zoo unit when I taught full day, and we did a week on each unit. And then I would put the old unit, like if we were done with rainforest, I would put that all in a green tub, and that's why like these have dots on them. I put all of the like polar region stuff with a white dot, and I would put it in a white bucket. And the rainforest stuff had a green dot, and I would put it in the green bucket. That way, even though we were on savannas, maybe over here at the science table or like on my science shelf, I still have the other habitats available, since we were still talking about zoo. That way they could reference it or use it, or maybe they were building something in the block center and they wanted to use a book or an animal or something. It would still be there as a reference for them to use until we were done with the study. Or maybe at the end of the study they were really still interested in rainforest. I would keep that rainforest tub in the science center on a shelf, and that stayed out, and maybe the other ones got put away. And yeah. Oh, somebody's asking about the tubs. These tubs, they're from the dollar store or Dollar Tree. I think Hobby Lobby has them too. I usually get them from Dollar Tree, and the colors depend on the season. I usually just grab like 5 when they come out with a new color. I just love them because they're colorful and they're bright, and I can color code things, and if they break, it's $1, and it's not it's not a big deal. And they have little ones too. They come in like 3 packs and stuff. So yeah, I just love colors. You guys know that. But yeah, so you guys have a great day again. If you want to grab the All About Habitats pack, all of this is in it, and it is like 109 pages or something, so it is a giant unit. But again, you can use it like 5 different times during the year. You can use it during a zoo unit. You can use bits and pieces during the ocean unit or a polar animal unit. So yeah, so it's giant. But it is also been added to the Little Learner Science bundle and the curriculum bundle. So if you own the whole curriculum, go to TBT, download the curriculum document, and it will be there magically. Well, with my magic. So you guys have a great night.